So I came across this article the other day. It said rats invade Hong Kong. And the article went on to say that central Hong Kong was virtually rat-free. But after just a couple months of not taking care of the old places and the alleyways, not cleaning them up and taking care of them, that Hong Kong, central Hong Kong, was really 20% full of rats. Imagine if your home was full of rats, 20%. It'd be disgusting. This reminds me of a lot of people's lives. We've got rats sort of creeping around the old areas, the dark areas, the areas that we're not willing to confront or not willing to submit to God. This reminded me of a story about, it was my manager. I was standing behind him and I was watching him work. He didn't realize that I was watching him work. And he opened up this box and a rat jumped out of the box, landed on his shoulder. And he was screaming like a girl. He was spinning in circles. I mean, he honestly sounded like a 10-year-old girl. And I was laughing. I was standing behind him. He turns around and he saw me, and to just his embarrassment, I was standing there just laughing. He said, "Please, just don't tell anybody." And I just said, "Don't worry about it." And that's just like our lives. Rats seem to pop out when we least expect it. You know, we're doing something good for God. We're trying to do something. We're trying to make a change in our life, and this rat keeps popping out in our life. And the rat represents things like anger, frustration, jealousy, overeating. I mean, there's so many different things that come out in our lives when we least expect it. So I've come up with 4 things that will help get the rats out of your life. Number 1 is live the simple life. You eliminate hypocrisy. Basically, hypocrisy is living 2 lives. It's living one life over in this crowd and one life over in that crowd. And if you're doing that, you're constantly trying to keep up with this life and that life, and eventually the rats of the life you don't want to come out will come out. Number 2 is maintenance. We've got to maintain the areas in our life that are constant weaknesses. If we don't maintain weaknesses, what happens is those weaknesses have a tendency to fester, they have a tendency to grow, and they come out at the most inopportune times. The 3rd thing is friendship. We've got to ask our friends to tell us the truth. We've got to ask people that are close to us, you know, what is a weak area in my life? Where are the rats in my life? Yeah, it hurts sometimes, it's frustrating to hear the truth, but you know what, the truth is really the only thing that's going to set you free. And the last thing is set a trap. The Bible says in Psalms 119, "Thy word I have hidden in my heart that I might not sin against thee." The word is a trap. It helps trap those rats in your life. It helps trap the weak areas, and it gives you a chance to change. It gives you a chance to become different. And don't just pick the scriptures that are going to beat you down, they're going to tell you what you did wrong, but pick the scriptures that are going to give you the faith and the courage that it's going to take to make a difference. And finally, you know, you've got to find the rats before the rats find you. Before they jump out, they embarrass you, they set you back again. And in order to face your weak, take the rats out of your life.